Have you ever dreamed of waking up next to the wonderfully talented Danish actor Mads Mikkelsen, with cheekbones so sharp they cut through diamonds, chest hair denser than the Amazon, and hair so greasy that if left under the Florida sun, it can fry chicken in it? If so, stay tuned to find out how. Yep, told you guys I woke up next to him every day. And here's how you get this wonderfully luscious man on your wall. First thing you're going to do is go into mads-mikkelsen.net. Once the website opens, you're going to click on the photo archive. This is going to take a few seconds if your internet is slow like mine or your computer is as cluttered as mine. And oh my god, it took so long for me. Jesus. Anyway, we're going to scroll down. Wait, cheekbones. Okay. Cheekbones, beauty, oh my god, he's so pretty. I cannot even deal, like, Jesus Christ. But don't smoke, guys. Smoking is bad. Anyway, we're gonna go scroll down and hit television. Once that opens, we're gonna go down, oh my god, pretty. We're gonna go down and click on Hannibal. And we're gonna choose season 1, because that's where I chose the picture that I used on my wall. And promos and extras, which is where the picture is. Then you're gonna go down and make sure you choose the promotional images. That's where they are. It's right, the first one. And it's right there, the one I use, but you can scroll down and pick whichever one you want. The ones at the bottom, they're kind of cool because the lighting is like really like dark on one side and it makes for a really cool stencil. But let's go with this one because that's the one I have on my wall right now. You're gonna go and click download and you're gonna save it onto your computer so you can use it on Photoshop. Basically, when you open it up and you have it looking all nice and pretty and stuff, it's so nice and pretty, you're going to go to Enhance, Adjust Lighting, and you're going to change the shadows and highlights and the brightness and contrast. This is honestly has no right or wrong way to do it. You just gotta have to like go, look, whatever looks right, whatever looks wrong. If it looks wrong, fix it. If it looks right, keep it, and you just have to eyeball it, honestly. Make sure that you feel his features are defined enough that you can recognize who it is. You don't want to have either a completely white blob that you can't tell who it is, or a completely black blob that you can't tell who it is. Because you want to make sure that it is Mads Mikkelsen on your wall. After all, if it's not Mads Mikkelsen, then who cares? You know? We're all here for Mads, no one else. You're also going to want to change it to black and white and fix it up and around so that it actually is black and white and not blue and pink like you was looking. You're supposed to do that before you start messing with it. I'm an idiot and I forget things. But anyway, once you have it black and white and all pretty and stuff how you want it, you're going to keep just doing the stuff we were doing and fixing it and stuff. So what I'm going to do is cut this now and I'm going to see you guys after I have it done. So this is what we have now. As you can see, it's all done from what it was before. It looks fine, it looks good, it looks really similar to what I had on my wall. It's a little bit different. My pocket square is not as grainy as this one, and my tie is also very straight up black and white on the wall. But that's fine, you can, all those details, you can either add them in or just ignore them and just do the thicker lines. The most important part is the face, which we got all done, and it looks cool. After you got that done, you're going to select everything, stroke outline, and put it about 5-ish pixels. You get that by right-clicking, scroll down, stroke outline. And once you have that selected, you're going to have an outline of your drawing. That's what you're going to want to print, because if you print everything on black, you're going to run out of ink and your parents are going to kill you, or your wallet, either way. You're going to grab your eraser then and erase a bunch of grainy stuff that you're going to see on the suit. That's honestly irrelevant, because you don't want to have all that grainy stuff. You don't have to paint it on your wall. What matters the most are the details on the tie and on his face, and those look Gucci, so we're gonna keep going. And here's the fun math part for all of you that love math as much as I do. Photoshop is gonna change the width for you, so you're fine. Make sure just that the two sizes are linked. You're gonna change it to about 52 inches. The math behind those 52 inches, it's not quite accurate, but it's that the proportion model of a person has about 7 sections to them, and from the top of your head to about your hip or your mid-thigh is 5 sections. So you're going to take 6 feet or 72 inches, divide them by 7, and then multiply that number that you get by 5. That gives you about the right height of what that portion of his body should be. And then what you're going to do with that is once you print it and you have it all traced up or whatever, you're going to tape the top of his head at 6 feet, and then his hip is going to be about where his real hip should be. I've never met him in person, have not had him at my house, so I cannot tell you that's actually where his hips are, but it's as accurate as we're gonna get. Honestly, it looks pretty good to me when it comes to proportion on my wall. It looks fine. He looks tall and pristine and beautiful. Next step is to go to the top corner with your square little select tool, and you're going to select 8 by 10, which is just roughly under the size of a normal piece of paper. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to fill it in with your bucket tool. You're going to need to pick 2 colors. For this, we're going to pick, first I think we're going to do a normal blue, and then we're going to copy that so we have the same exact size. We're going to paste it, and then we're going to move it next to it, and then we're going to change the color of that second square so you can differentiate between the two. Let's do like a pretty little blue so they're pretty similar, and we're going to fill it in again, and that way you're going to try to create a pattern. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the first again, and then you're going to copy and paste it again, and copy and paste all the way till you have the entire page filled up with different little squares. Okay, I got lazy and didn't do the whole pattern, but you can get the idea. Basically then what you're going to do is select one of the little squares that you have made, and you're going to go down to the layer, and you're going to make sure you're selecting the layer with the outline on it now that you've selected that one square, and you're going to copy it, and then you're going to paste it on another document that's the right size of 8 by 10 that I already have open here, and that's the first piece of your Mikkelsen puzzle mania type stuff. So another little issue you're going to run into is going to be some blank squares like I'm going to show you right now. See, like this darker blue one would be blank because I wouldn't draw this buttons on, and that lighter blue one is also going to be empty. So what you're going to want to do is the one that's like furthest to the corner, you keep that with the line, and you kind of make sure there's 2 blank ones. Oh, it moved. You keep 2 blank ones, and then the 4th one that is going to have the armhole in it. And this is going to be really important for you to pay attention to when it comes to keeping his proportions right. Because if you want to wake up next to Mikkelsen, you want to wake up next to Mikkelsen. Like, you don't want to have some lopsided, not great bodied man that he is not. Because that man, hot damn, his body is banging. And you want to make sure that gymnast slash dancer temple that he is stays next to you with the right sizes. Because, hot damn. The next step is the fun one. You get to finally draw it onto your wall. You're going to cut out all of the little bits that would have been white of the outside and of the face. That's like the main part. The tie, you can do it after since it's going to be a hole on its own rather than a size of the shadow. And just, you have to be really careful and make sure you're getting all the details in, mostly when it comes to his face, because there's a lot of like tiny details. Even if it doesn't look right, draw them anyway, because when I was drawing it, I'm like, oh, this doesn't look like him, and then I painted it on, and it looked fantastic. So let's take a look at that face, though. Oh my god, I'm so proud of the way this turned out. I did this like a year ago, and you guys have been asking on Tumblr like how I did this, and this is how I did it. It's actually fairly simple. Just make sure that when you're drawing the face, you're actually like getting every little detail that it's on the paper, because that is his face on the paper. Even if it doesn't feel like it would look like him, it's him, so just draw it on. Even if it doesn't feel right, just make sure you keep it in. All the details are important. And this is the final result. This is what it looks like in my room when it's messy. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you like this, because I put so much work into that one drawing. It took me like 3 days to paint it on my wall. Thank you guys for watching. See you next Wednesday.